It can happen. And the race is underway. Ryan the first to get off here. FurySK not far behind. We will get that synced up for you in just a moment. And we have rocks immediately at the very beginning.
Yeah, just starting a couple screens to left of the vanilla start. And that cave right there on the other side of the river, yeah, Fury just did I didn't see, but I must have done a screen scroll. And there's a free candle waiting inside.
That free candle is probably the initial starting screen candle.
That is the wood sword.
That's the wood sword location.
That's the other thing that this flag set has is you will always start on the cave. Ooh, 97 large secret. That's not a very good secret.
It's not the best. It's a little bit lower than what is ideal. But it is not looking good for this seed. We'll see what the other rupee mounts come to. We're kind of hoping for a better than average medium secret at this point to make up for that. Fury does not get in the stairwell, ends up taking the immediate dirt nap to the Armos Knights. And Ryan is close to that and should be
but
most likely going there soon. One of the bombs, yep.
Yeah, that's a little trick here with the global counter starting at 0. If you attack a bomb carrying enemy, you can you have a chance of getting a bomb off them on your first as the drop.
We found our blue ring shop already. 247 for a blue ring today, and of course
vanilla bomb price.
Of course, the blue candle was in that shop too, so that doesn't help us much either.
No.
And Ryan takes a nap.
And Fury here is going to go check over this particular spot, which is a bit of a pain to get to because you've got to come in from the bottom since the screen above here is the Forest of the Lost Woods.
I find it interesting that Ryan just tried, or was it, sorry, FurySK just tried to throw fire at the dark nets. That doesn't work. They're not susceptible to candles. Or at least not from that angle, anyway.
18 for medium secret, or is that our small secret or a medium?
That'd be our small. That would be our small.
That's actually really good for a small secret.
Oh, we're getting our.
Oh,
look at these any roads.
Yeah, I feel that the raft is not going to be very useful, and ooh, that's a power bracelet slot.
It is.
Oh, wow.
So 2 of them are very close to each other. I'll give these a B. 2 of them go one goes right to the middle of the map. 2 are in the lower left, not just about 3 screens away from each other, maybe less.
Oh,
and one is right in the top right.
That's not the raft spot. I thought that was the raft spot, but I wasn't looking at where the map was. Step over the water to reach the raft. And I think we are going to see our next hint here. A feat of strength will lead to the recorder. Ooh, that could be an interesting...
So there's a couple of interesting things right there. Step over the water to reach the raft suggests to me that is the coast item.
Yeah.
The raft, that is. Meanwhile, the feat of strength to get the recorder means that the recorder is locked by the croissant today.
Not necessarily. There is a shot that there is one screen that is a feat of strength blocked, but it is not power bracelet blocked, and I'm talking about the magic sword grave.
And until we get to that and find out for sure, we will not know whether that hint is relevant or not.
I would think that Ryan would want to go up to the grave area to instantly test and see if that is correct or not, because if it turns out that there is not a level there, and of course I mentioned before, it can't be the white sword item because the white sword item is a bomb upgrade.
So I think we just found a hint for one of the, I think for the magical sword location, because we saw a hint about the dead woods, something there. And we saw another bomb location just in the main starting area for the vanilla starting area. So we have a general location on where both of our sword upgrades are already.
If that's
it's just a matter of...
yeah. If that's the case, they're probably going to take that white sword bomb upgrade and just ignore the magic sword.
I think that's absolutely correct. The question is, when they will route that in. It is close to where they begin, so they can easily route that in. It's probably going to be a case of they're going to wait till they have about 6 hearts, know for sure they can use it, and then they'll use it for a bomb refill.
Now, I don't know. Did you catch what that? Did you catch what the door repair charge was?
Let me see if I can get it on the replay. Started at 78 and went down to 58. It was a vanilla 20, it looks like.
So that's not too good. So we still haven't seen what our medium secret is. Yeah, feat of strength leads. Now that recorder itself may or may not be necessary, and Fury's going to retry and get all that money back. Very wise decision.
Yep, definitely a good idea. It's not too far away from the start either. I think it's only a few screens away from where he starts, so he doesn't lose too much time searching, and he can just pick up where he left off in another direction and eventually meet up where he left off. And there's your another 20 rupee ding for burning a tree.
Yep. Deforestation charge. I guess that would be considered a carbon tax?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, it's more like a carbon offset.
It's the only you can prevent forest fires tax.
Oh, so it's the smoky tax.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. We found a level up on Candle Row. Speaking of
2.
burning trees.
So we know from a hint, and I think Fury found the hints as well. There is a particular item in here, and I think Fury is probably not going to worry too much about it.
Well, he still doesn't have a lot in terms of useful weapons, and that as long as the keys show up in the dungeons, which so far is not looking like the case, then he may have a use for that until he gets something more, suitable, like a wand.
But here we've got level 5 on Ryan's side.
And he decides not to explore it right now. That was behind the Armos statue, I believe, right?
Yeah, we still haven't found our Armos item yet.
We might right now.
And
there it is.
Wow, that's almost vanilla. So that's good. So that means that it doesn't matter whether the power bracelet is blocking a level or not. They're going to be able to get there.
That was a red ring, I think.
That was a red ring? No, I thought that was power bracelet.
Well, he's turned red now, so.
Oh, if he turned red, then that's the red ring. My mistake.
Yes.
So we're still looking for that pastry.
Ooh, 1 rupee will buy you a heart today.
Well, at least it's cheap.
And 20 for bombs, so.
Yeah, that's vanilla bomb prices. Check in here, and we have just a shop.
Did you see the price on that meat? 107.
Well, let's hope there's no bait block.
Yeah, I think there's a cheaper one somewhere. That might be the expensive one. There may be a cheaper one, but that is a lot of money for meat.
Yeah, I guess beef prices have gone up in Hyrule.
Yeah.
I mean, pork prices might, be high up as well, but they're going to get some bacon later for free.
Yeah. Who needs beef when you can have bacon? Anyway, FurySK gets his first Triforce, the one out of level 2.
Yep.
And he is now in the lead in terms of Triforces. And finds the medicine shop next door. Heads over to the path to vanilla level 1, which is basically up into the west from there. So assume he's going to clean out that location. Before, after burning a tree. Oh, level 1.
There's level 1.
There's 2 items in here, so this is a level he will probably try to explore to at least get the floor item. Whether we are able to get the staircase item, we'll find out in a little while.
Actually, it's probably more likely that it's the staircase item they'll find first, and the floor item will be. Well, there you go. It's as I said.
Well, that was quick.
And it's a step ladder. That's good. That means that the coast item, and this is what they want to do, is now they can go check out the coast. And, then they can route the coast in.
which I believe has the raft on it.
That's true, but then again, you know, it's also possible that one of the dungeons is ladder blocked.
Yep, and the coast item is 2 away from one of the raft checks as well, so that could be routed in all at the same time, and that takes that out of the equation then. It's just the one that we would have to route in later to make sure that, that either has something.
That's definitely the best case scenario, is to get all of these checks over and done with right away.
And Fury just throws fire at the Dodongo and says, "Nope, not fighting you."
Well, can't. You need bombs.
Exactly.
Not only that, though, you need 2 bombs to fight that Dodongo, because there's no way to stun and kill Dodongo to get your bombs back.
Exactly.
And that's another thing about Swordless, is there are a few differences. There's a few enemies. If you don't have a proper weapon, if you get hit by a like, that's an instant up A. Manhandler threatens at the grave.
And by the way, I want to throw out that we just saw the medium secret. I don't know if you commented on it yet.
Yeah, it was
27 rupees. I think we have a poverty seed.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've seen all 3 of them. 18 was the small, 27 was the medium, and 97 was the large. So. I
thought it was 95, but either way, yeah, it's the numbers are, except for the small one, they're all pretty low today. So, yeah, we're not going to be getting a lot of good items today. And by the way, Vanilla level 8 is home to an entrance to death today. So we know where level 9 is right now. It's where level 8 usually is. And Ryan checking out the coast here, finding his bomb shop again. This time decides to buy a quartet just in case he loses his money. And
that's the wand.
Actually, that's the wand.
So, you know...
Okay,
yeah, that hint means that the raft is in a dungeon and it's ladder blocked.
It just means that it's ladder blocked, so we do know it's ladder blocked in a dungeon. That raft may not be consequential. We will find out later, but at least now we know the wand is on the coast, and I guarantee you Ryan's going to be looking for that ladder now. Because as soon as he gets that wand is getting picked up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, FurySK doesn't know what he's missing right now. He's just going through level 1 the hard way and taking a nap.
And by the way, did you catch that hint? What Manhandler threatens at the grave?
I did see that, yes. You mentioned it.
So my guess is going to be is that level 3 is going to actually be blocked by, well, nothing. It's going to be... Now, the grave could mean that there's a power bracelet spot in the grave area. But I'm going to say that it's probably more likely that it's going to be blocked by the grave itself, which doesn't require any extra, items to push.
That one... bracelet.
Yeah, it could be in that spot, but I'm going to say it's at the actual gravestone, the Magic Sword grave.
We'll see if you're right on that. As FurySK is currently wandering through the desert, he is making his way slowly towards the coast, but now he's heading north and checking out the upper right corner instead. Getting this out of the way because this is an area that's hard to get to. Other than going through this path, he's going to pick up that red rig. This is an area it's hard to get to aside from that path because once you go up to the Lost Hills, you can't go into this area, so he wants to clean this out now if he can. And go ahead.
Forgot to mention that Ryan had found the infamous level 7 here on the coast.
33 rooms of pure torture, as LZ Cards fan would say.
Yep. And it looks like it's 33 rooms of ladder blocks. So if that's the case, then I am probably going to guess that the raft is in fact in level 7.
That could be the case. We found level 5 on Fury's side as well. I think we already saw that on Ryan's side.
Yep.
And there's his 27 rupees of pure finances.
Well, I'm going to say this though, that we've already seen the hints, and some like Fury had, ooh, there's the bait block. So you know what? This seed's actually not bad because there's only going to be one item that either runner is going to want to purchase, and that's the arrows.
Yeah, so as long as you can get enough money for the arrows, then the door repair guys, they can say, "Take my money, I don't need it." So speaking of, Ryan is now in level 4, and you mentioned the bait block already is in level 4 today.
Yep.
There's a Gleeok room, so that's a treat.
Gleeok. You don't want to be seeing Gleeoks in shutter rooms.
No.
Because those Gleeoks are, only going to be taken down by the wand.
And we also have Lionels in the dungeons today with the rope. So the Lionel rope combination and like or pancakes.
Likes are those pancakes are pretty bad. It's like I said, you get swallowed by one of those pancakes without a permanent weapon, you have to up an A.
Oh, there's a Gleeok in the shutter room. You had to speak of it, didn't you?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen.
There's the bait block again, and Ryan says, "No, I don't like fish sticks. Go away."
And Fury's about to, find level 7.
And he at least has the wand, so he can take on his... Wait a minute, no ladder. Yeah, he has a ladder too, so he can take on this 33 rooms of pure climbing.
And the sooner the better. Now, the only thing is he going to go look for the Triforce only? He's going to go try and dig for the item? Again, I am very sure that the raft is, in fact, in this level. And we still don't, we still have many outstanding levels, so we don't know if that raft will be required or not.
That's quite a call. If level 7 does have the raft, that is quite a call, because we have a lot of items still left that could be here as well. Silver arrows, of course, the bow.
Oh, and look where the Triforce is. Is it? No, that's where. We don't know where the Triforce is. That's right.
No, he picked up the map. Oh, it's right next door.
Well, the Triforce is right there, and we never found the compass anyway. I think that's the second time that I've gotten confused at the marker.
So is Fury gonna dig the? Nope, he's not gonna dig level 7 right now. We'll see if that pays off later.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's 2 checks. That's 2 checks, but that means you have to go through that entire level, and you just don't know where it is. In fact, I think at this point in time, he might not even know what's in there.
No, I don't think so. We didn't have a specific clue saying that it was in level 7. We're just going based on your guess that it's in level 7, which it may not.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, it could be ladder block in level 9 as well, and it's not consequential to our questioning. We don't know that yet.
That's possible. So let's see here. So we already know where levels 1, 2 is. We know where level 3 is supposed to be. We found level 4, 5. We found level 7 and 8. So the only thing missing is 6.
And eyesight on 3. Those Nick, you said the 2 that we're missing here.
Yeah. Well, no, we know where 3 is going to be. We just don't know whether it's power bracelet required or not.
Yeah, that's the one thing we don't know, and so we know the general whereabouts of it. And there's level 4 for FurySK right now.
Now, if that's the case, then we know then that the level 3 has to have the recorder.
That's actually a very good point, because unless level 6 is locked by the power bracelet, that would mean that level 3 would fall under that hint. The rock or the grave that may not need the power bracelet after all to move. It just tells you that that's where it is anyway.
Yeah. And Ryin7 is going to find the ladder.
Yep, that's his ladder, and he's going to probably book it right to the coast to get that rod as soon as he leaves here.
Now, did we see what the second item in level 1 was?
I don't recall seeing it yet. Now, if this second item is a big item and FurySK
so the second item was
the
Any key, and taking a look at Fury's side, Fury does in fact have the Any key.
Oh, you already know what it was. Okay, good.
Well, chat told me.
Chat is useful. Chat is good for those kinds of things. Thank you, chat.
And Fury, if you're watching it later, I took your advice.
And Ryan gets the Triforce out on one. I don't think Fury actually picked that up, so he's going to have to go back and pick that up later. But I think his reasoning for coming back later is it is a very short level compared to other levels, like level 7. So he can just go back quickly and pick that up when he's better armed.
Yeah, he's probably going to, probably just grab it on the way.
Nice water skip by Fury, by the way.
Yeah. Here's level 2. Yeah, there's a Goma.
That may or may not be relevant.
No, it's not. There's a key on the floor. And it's
okay. Oh, I see. There's a dead end. Yeah, it's not relevant.
Yeah. And now this is the item room. And what have we got?
It looks like it. There's
We've got the raft. I was wrong. Level 7 does not have the raft.
Yeah, level 4 had the raft. There were ladder blocks in level 4, so that also was a valid possibility, and we do now not have the raft in our possession, or at least FurySK does.
So
and if he wishes to, he can check those 2 locations now.
Yep, the good news is at least the raft is in his hands, so he can check, make sure those areas nothing escapes. The bad news is now level 7 is looking more likely like it might have an item they need to dig for.
That is correct. We still have on our tracker the bow, the silver arrows. We know the recorder is requires a feat of strength, so it could be in level 3 that's our guess right now, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Power bracelet's still at large, and we still have scrap metal out there somewhere as well.
So yeah, still lots of game left.
And Ryan checking out Spectacle Rock here and finds some money. And apparently we have a dead shopkeeper on Fury's side who gives up his regular arrows. So Fury decides he's going to buy those arrows just in case he comes across the bow and he's ready to use it.
Yeah, 71 for the wood arrows. That's probably not bad to have. You know, and that's going to eliminate the idea that once you get the bow, you'll have another long-range weapon.
Now that, of course, means that now that he's purchased the arrows, the very next time he's going to find the silver arrows.
Yeah, but like any racer would tell you that if that's the magical thing, that same with the ring, the rings. If you buy the blue ring and you instantly get the red ring, it's worth it. I mean, you're never wasting your money if it means getting the best of the items.
You're making sure there's not a drop in here.
So Pungnub in chat said, can the bow or silvers be a 9? And Elendar says, yes, that is one thing. Important items can be in level 9. Ooh, 89 for the bomb upgrade. But yeah, important items can be a 9, so you can have, you can have any of the items, the bow, the silvers, the raft, and any of the items that are not required, or even the ones that are required, can still be in level 9.
Well, I was wrong on my prediction, as we have the red candle in level 5, so Fury just picked that up.
That's good. That's reusable combat. It's not as good as the wand. Ooh, okay, so 53 for the Coke.
34 for the Pepsi.
The second bomb upgrade. Oh,
they're both in level 5. Wow.
And level 5 is normally a bomb upgrade spot anyway, so there's a Fred. That's a double Fred.
Yep. Let's just say there are some little children in the chat who are uttering 4-letter words right now.
You mean a 4-letter F word?
Not that one.
Fred.
And there's $5 for Fury's trouble visiting here. He's finding it a little bit of a challenge getting to that location, but makes it across. I'm going to guess that was probably a Chevy room.
Still trying to find Triforce here at 5, and nope, just a whatever you call those things, not a mugger room, a door repair. And you know what? I don't think we've seen it take any spot this seed. I think that's our first.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing it take any. I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be our first one. FurySK going after the Gyptos. I'm actually not sure what his sprite is that he's playing as.
Yeah, what is that sprite? Hey chat, name that ink blot.
You mean the sprite?
Yeah. Well, that's still an ink blot, kinda. It's just the complicated ink blot.
Now Fury tries the bomb, gets nowhere with it, so he's going to go down the locked door and use that method instead. No, we still have not found Kasuto. Thank you for asking, person on Ryan's side. Ooh, free heart for pickup for FurySK. That puts him up to 6 hearts, so he is eligible for the bomb upgrade when he decides to choose out the white sword.
Oh no,
2
we've got
bombs.
Wizrobes.
Yeah, that is not something we want to see.
Well, the red Wizrobes are not so bad. They go down in 1 bomb blast, but those blue ones, ugh.
Yeah, they're the only way I believe you can take them out without a sword is via bombs, like as you see FurySK doing right now. And those blue ones are just nasty to fight against.
And look, we found a mugger room. Oh!
Fury getting mugged. He decides it's worth the 1 bomb to go ahead. And he gets some free ones to go, but now he's limited to 7 bombs.
Yeah, but then hey, look's the Triforce, so I guess it's worth it. You know, if Fury hasn't gotten the white sword upgrade yet, that'll put him back to 9 at least.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You know what would actually be a really interesting thing? Oh, look at this room. I don't think... Yeah, did Fury go this way in level 1? But what I was going to say is that, you know, there might be a situation like if you've got a lot of those blue Wizrobes, you know, just in a level or several silver rooms full of blue Wizrobes in a row. Maybe, just maybe there's a situation where those bomb upgrades are actually necessary.
I want to note something interesting. FurySK at 6 hearts took a potion over a bomb upgrade from the Take Any cave. That's a very interesting decision this early. I'm surprised he did that. I think that was his first Take Any too, just like Ryan had just a moment ago as well. I think that was his first one. He took the potion instead.
Well, Fury has Red Ring.
This is true.
Yeah, so I think he's got all the hearts that he needs to beat the seed.
He must be confident in his low heart combat with the red rings, so that would explain the decision. And if he finds any other ones and he still has that red potion, he'll probably just take the heart at that point.
But that's good, because you don't know if you're going to find any more of those Take Any's, so if you grab the potion, and you know, with the low money seed we've had, you know, 53 rupees might still be a bit much in order to cough up to get a... Alright, so we know that the raft is not required.
And it was very minimal. I was just going to point out that we were getting a raft check too, so yep. That's one raft location. Did Ryan check the other one?
The other one also had a secret as well.
Oh, okay. Now, Ryan doesn't have the raft yet, so he can't check it.
Yeah.
So the raft was not required then.
That's good. That means that hopefully won't have to go back into level 4. I mean, other than you get the Triforce. And that might be what Ryan is banking on is, you know, looking through each of the dungeons, getting a lay of the land, and just going back in and grabbing all of the Triforce pieces, you know, as you go.
So FurySK has found a horde of bunnies and gets a useful clock. That's going to help him take out those bunnies without the Well, even though you bought the arrows, you can't just stab them.
Just want to mention KTAB 4321. The bomb upgrades from the sword caves are always going to be 2 each. It's the ones in the dungeons. They're the ones that can be anywhere between 2 and 6 bombs.
Correct. Those 2 bomb upgrades that are in the sword locations, those are bonus ones that were placed by Fred. Originally, that was meant to be a 4 bomb pack that you can just pick up and add to your bomb total, but he decided to go ahead and make an additional bomb upgrade. That makes it possible to have as many as 24 bombs in any one seed if the bomb upgrades in the caves in the dungeons were to be 6 bombs each.
You know what I want to know is if you have White Sword Shuffle turned on, will that actually shuffle the the 2 bomb upgrade into the item pool, or will it just be replaced by 4 bombs?
I imagine it would shuffle the 2 bomb upgrade in the item pool. It would be the item that replaces the White Sword, so just like the White Sword gets shuffled around, so with the 2 bombs, I would imagine.
Yeah, if that's the case, it'd be kind of cool if you take out some of those other bomb upgrade rooms and just add in several bomb upgrades. Maybe replacing some of those rupees. But anyway, that's a thought for another time.
Yeah, that's a different discussion entirely unrelated to this. And Ryan going through level 2 right now, looking for his probably not really looking for the boomerang at this point, but definitely will be looking for the Triforce out there. And Fury takes out the Dongo and gets a Triforce.
That's another thing. We still don't know where the magic boomerang is. Could be in 9. It could be in 7, for all we know. Wouldn't that be something, to go through all of level 7 just to find the magic boomerang?
That would be fun. For us.
Yeah, it would be fun for us. That would be terrible for the runners.
Now, with that said, we already have 5 items located, or 5 Triforces rather, located on FurySK's side. Ryan is now at 2 Triforces, so he is substantially behind on the Triforce count. Now, that does not mean this race is over. Keep in mind that even if Fury gets to level 9 15, 20 minutes ahead of Ryan, level 9 is still known as the Great Equalizer, and there is a reason it is known as the Great Equalizer. So we will see what happens when the Great Equalizer shows itself.
Sometimes you go up, and when you're supposed to go left. But you're right. That's we'll save that for when that time comes.
Exactly. We'll talk about that.
Bad because Fury's got 3 Triforce pieces to find, but we still don't know where 6 is. But Fury is over here in the grave.
FurySK apparently entered the wrong seed. Fury is not in the grave quite yet. He's getting close to it, though. Gonna check this cave along the way.
And here's
level 3.
Yeah. So
that did not involve the bracelet.
So that means level 6 is blocked. Either level 6 is at the grave, or it's at the it's up by the rocks just above level 3.
And which item was it? I'm trying to remember. Which item was it that was locked by the Feat of Strength?
It was the Recorder.
Okay, the Recorder was locked by Feat of Strength. So this will be interesting if the Recorder ends up being required. I don't think, unless there's a Dig Dogger block in a dungeon. This leads me to believe that the Recorder may not be required today. If that's the case, then we won't necessarily be worried about that Feat of Strength to get it. So unless level 6 is locked behind the power bracelet itself, which it could be.
But you're also don't forget too that the Dig Dogger, a Dig Dogger could actually be blocking.
It could be.
The Dig Dogger could even be blocking the silver arrows.
Or the bow. Like, there's still a lot of items at hand, so we don't know for sure what's everything going on here yet. This could escalate really quickly, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get a check of the graveyard by Ryan right now. Going to check the one stone he can move, and that turns out to be a secret.
Yeah, I think we're going to need that power bracelet.
Yeah, I think we're 100% going to need it.
Yeah. Yeah, level 6 has got to be power bracelet blocked. But wait, do we know if level 6 is at the grave? We just know level 3 was at the grave. Oh, you know what?
Correct.
I think. Oh, hey, look, we found our Triforce room. Oh no, the Triforce room is up there. Never mind.
By the way, oh shoot.
Yeah, oh shoot. I have a running thing where the Triforce always appears in that shoot room in level 3. But not today.
Not today. Maybe it could be a different shoot room, but since it's isolated up-down, it would have to be an up-down shoot room if that happens. And we're probably not going to get to see the 2 rooms beyond the Triforce unless the item's up there.
Yeah, it looks like it might be.
Hmm.
Oh no, we've got a double whammy. The item and the Triforce are on the same screen. And
Well, what do
power...
you know?
Well, that's a convenient power bracelet.
That's extremely convenient. That's like literally right where you want to see it, oddly enough.
Yeah, so that confirms that the recorder is in 6.
I would say so at this point.
Yeah. So I was wrong. I
Bad
was wrong on
insane.
all of... Hey. It's okay to be wrong. That's
Yeah, it
part of the
is.
fun is in guessing.
It is.
Yep. I could even be wrong about level 6 being right here. And I am. So that means, well, we've already seen one of the... So that's 2 of the power bracelet spots we've seen. So the other one either has to be along the coast, or the other one is near start.
Yeah, it would be 4 squares away from the actual starting location, 2 away from Vanilla start. Would be one of those. And that I'm not sure if you're calling that one near the coast or the start, but I think it kind of qualifies for both. Ryan getting his power bracelet.
Well, no, the one that's the one down but near start is the one that's near start. The one up by the coast is the one that's next to the Lost Hills. But because that's on the screen that has water, that I believe that is considered the coast. Ryan getting the Triforce out of 3, going in sequential order.
So here's the one near the Vanilla start. There's level 6.
There's level 6.
There is our recorder too in that level.
Unless we're wrong again, but come on.
We can't be wrong about this one.
No, we can't.
There's zero chance being wrong about that one. So we'll see if FurySK picks that up, and he doesn't need it for a level, but he doesn't know for sure whether it will be needed for something else behind a Dig Dog yet. So I have a feeling he may still pick up that recorder because he knows the recorder is in here. Most assuredly.
Well, I mean, we do have level 8, but we also level 9 can have Dig Doggers. That's one of the newer flags that Fred implemented.
And imagine if the bow or silver arrows was locked behind a Dig Dogger. There's our recorder, so we're going to get to play Name That Tune at some point as well. Whenever FurySK decides to toot that for us, we'll try. There you go. Name That Tune. It was very nice of FurySK to do that right away, too.
Well, even if we didn't, we'll still be able to see what the song is at the credits.
Mm-hmm.
And there is the Triforce over there in the corner. It's going to take a long time.
He might find a transport staircase to make it a little quicker, though, like right there.
Gleok returns with a book. Fred.
Let him have it, chat. So let's analyze here. We know the book is in level 8. We did see the any key in level 1. Did we find where the heart container was?
No, we don't know where the heart container is yet.
So that leaves so 1 and 8 are 1 and 6 rather are wait, the book is what I'm talking about. So we know one item in level 8, we know level 1 is done. So we still need to know what the other item in level 8 is.
I think at this point in time, I think we can get an item rundown.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at here.
Yeah, so we know that level 1 contained the step ladder and the any key. Level 2 had, the boomerang. All hail. 3 contained the, power bracelet, which was required to get into 6. 4 had the raft. 5 was... Did we see what was in 5?
Red candle.
Red candle was in 5. 6 was recorder. So we don't know what is in 7. We know one of the items in 8 is the book. We found level 8. So the other item in level 8 is the heart container.
Book and heart container.
So that means level 7... Level 7 and level 9 contain the bow, the silver arrows, and what's the remaining item? Oh,
scrap metal.
Yeah, the magic boomerang. So, level 7, looking like it might be the play, but I imagine that Fury is probably going to look through level 9 first.
He always has to get one item at level 9, and level 7 is close to level 9. I could see him doing that, so he can save himself from having to go through 33 rooms of pure torture.
Well, you see, here's the thing. Even if you don't find the necessary items in level 9, you still have an understanding of where the beast is located and where the kidnap is located. So when you go back in with the necessary tools, you'll be able to get through a lot faster.
That is correct, and that is one advantage to that.
That is definitely the better play. Now, it's possible that Ryan could gamble level 7 and come away a winner. And that would probably even things out a bit. Yeah, true and gamer, you're right. No way to go back. No way you're going back to level 7 unless you absolutely have to.
And the thing that, in that case, what Ryan would need is to find the item very, very quickly as well. Like within 5 or 6 rooms, he finds the item.
Yeah.
If he does, that would put him at a huge advantage because he knows one of the 2 items he needs is in level 9, the other one is in level 7. It was in level 7 where he would be gambling at that point. So at this point, if Fury does go straight to level 9, which we suspect he will do, then Ryan gambling level 7 to me would be the best play for him to make. He just doesn't know that yet.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're doing when you play. Is you're always looking ahead to see what the next move is. And here, Ryan is in level 6. It's like a chess game. You always have to think at least a few steps ahead of your opponent, in which case the game itself is the opponent.
What will my opponent do? My opponent will dig level 6? I'm not doing that.
Oh no, I'm talking about what the game will have you do.
That too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's reading your opponent for sure, but there's just reading the game too.
That is correct.
Like the game telling you, you gotta go here, and you've gotta go here. Like I said, do you dig level 7, or, did the game put the bow in level 9?
So many questions yet to be answered here on this seed. The bow and arrow both being level 9 would be, well, utterly convenient, I guess. We know there's no Goma locks anywhere.
That would be the best case scenario for Fury, for sure.
Now, we know there's no Goma locks anywhere, but imagine if Goma was in level 9, you had to go back to level 7 to get either the bow or the silver. Well, the bow, let's say. The bow would be in 7 in that case. If Goma was in level 9, that would be pretty awful.
Yeah. The absolute worst case scenario would be to have, the item in level 7 being Goma blocked, and it being the magic boomerang.
Or the silver arrows.
Oh, no, because the silver arrows would be worth it. That'd be great. But the worst thing would be for somebody to go all the way down to that corner of level 7 only to find out it was the wrong item.
And if it were to be Goma blocked, then we know that the bow would definitely be in level 9 in that case.
Yeah. And it looks like Fury forced a 10 bomb count.
Very nice.
Yep.
That shows some game knowledge right there when he can force a bomb drop like that.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that it took so long after this game came out for people to discover that the 10th enemy did in fact have the bomb.
That's the thing with these old games. Even today, there are people who, and I think it's safe to say this, people who are in many cases younger than the game itself, who are finding all these new secrets in the games that were released so long ago.
Well, that's good, you know. Oh, hey, look, there's Zelda's room.
Zelda looks a little funny today.
Yeah.
And forcing another bomb drop. Gleeok lurks on Death Mountain, we know that.
Yep. And there's the level 6 Triforce for Ryan. And here's a Goma.
There's a bomb hole.
Bye, Goma.
There's a Gleeok.
Fortunately, this Gleeok is... Well, there is... it looks like we found the book.
There's a book.
Yeah, unfortunately on these flags, the book has 0 value. Well, actually, that's not true. It actually does have a value. It's just a negative value. Because it's going to turn that wand into, fireballs. Which sounds good, but then you realize that your only source of taking down, Gleeoks and Gomas, and until you find the bow, Cole's voice, and Ganon, it's going to create a flame, and the problem with that flame is that Link can bump into it and take damage. Which, I mean, would be great if you were trying to damage boost, but at that point in time, you're just trying to fight that, Patra. You don't want a damage boost. Besides, with Red Ring...
Gleeok returns with the Harkater. You don't say!
Thank you very much, game.
You don't say.
Game is a troll sometimes, it really is.
I have to say, that's beautiful placement right in the level.
But one thing I notice sometimes is that level 8 sometimes has a lot of hints about level 1.
Really trying to find his way around. He just keeps coming through the spike room. Finds a bomb hole up here. Going to continue and check what's up in the north area of the level. After taking out some Gulls.
And I guess
hey, Rupee Boss. Hey, another Rupee Boss.
Oh, there's another Goma, and that one might. But you know what? Here is the thing. If one of those Gomas is blocking the Triforce, we will know for an absolute undisputable fact that the bow is level 7.
It is not blocking a Triforce because Ryan apparently has it.
Oh yes, that's right, Ryan did. That's right, I forgot that.
I forget which room it's in, but Ryan did pick it up, and I think it was in the southern... I want to say it was in the southwest.
So yeah, we still don't know where that bow is.
It's interesting that that level is the one that Ryan has. He still needs level 4, level 5, and level 7, which is 2 rooms of pure torture for him once he finds it right next to start.
But what a play if you dig level 7 and it turns out to have the bow.
That would be a great play if you were to do that. And there's his raft, and he says, nope!
Yeah, at this point in time you've found where all the levels are. You don't want that raft.
Until we have a point they have to sail on the raft inside of a dungeon, there'll be no further use aside from those 2 raft checks.
Yeah. Well, that's what you want. You want to see all your levels before you have to start making those extra checks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So he gets his Triforce from level 4. He is now at 6 Triforces. Remember I said this isn't over? He is slowly catching up.
Yeah, this level 8 is proving to be a little... the Triforce here is proving to be a bit elusive for Fury.
He's retracing his steps now, too, so he was about to go down the stairs again and realized, you know what? I need to go to the right. And I don't recall it being in this direction. Hey, we got a map again.
Don't need that map. It's already filled out most of it.
He came up here and then he up 8 out of here, so I'm wondering why he's going back through here.
Maybe
this is exactly where he up 8 before. He's just
Oh,
retracing his steps. He's lost apparently.
Uh-oh. That's good news for Ryan.
Very.
That is definitely the Super Mario Brothers theme.
I'll see what chat thinks. Oh, he's taking level 7?
Now he's back in level 7. He's going to dig for the potential bow. I think he's come to the conclusion that the Triforce Nade is Goma blocked.
I think he has, you're right. Speaking of, there's a Goma right there, so this is just reinforcing his view that the Triforce is behind a Goma. And since we know the Triforce is not behind a Goma, that's going to really play with him when he gets back to level 8, assuming the bow is in here. If he finds something other than the bow in here, he will know that he does not need the bow to take out a Goma to find the Triforce.
You know what the most appropriate thing would be here? It would be the magic boomerang.
I would love to see that.
That would be. Well, I wouldn't say I'd love to see it, but I would have to say that would be probably the most ironic thing.
By the way, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Look at Ryan. He just needs the Triforce from level 7. Now, I want to remind you that Triforce for level 7 is 1 square to the west of where you walk into level 7. He can get to all 8 Triforces, and he can make the play on whether to dig level 7 or go straight to level 9, since he knows he has to find at least the bow or the arrow there anyway.
If that's the case, Ryan is in level 5. Maybe looking for the... Oh, you know what? Ryan's taking 5 first. Gonna find that red candle.
Now, we know he doesn't necessarily have to have that, but he still does not know what item is in level 5, so he's
well, that's good. You know,
going
through 5 first, that's going to rule out level 7. Oh, look at that. Only 20 rupees away from the bomb upgrade.
No bomb upgrade for Ryan today. By the way, noting the health right now, the runners may be eligible for the Magic Sword bomb upgrade right now if they want the 2 extra bombs.
Yeah.
So FurySK could go up to 11 bombs with a 60% chance of being able to get that. Ryan has an 80% chance of getting those 2 extra bombs. Fury seems to have given up on level 7. I don't think he actually picked up the item in there.
No, I didn't see anything. But here's the moment of truth for Ryan.
He's going to go left, he's going to pick up the Triforce, and just like that, Ryan, who was 4 Triforces behind at one point, now leads this race, having all 8 Triforces, and has the option to dig level 9 if he so chooses.
Moment of truth here. Going back in?
He's going back in instead. He's going to try to dig what FurySK didn't. Now, this is again a case of if the magic boomerang is what is in here, and Ryan finds that while FurySK, if he finds the Triforce, he gets over to level 9 first. That would put FurySK back in the lead.
Now, I hate to say this, but I really do get a feeling that the magic boomerang is in here. I've seen that thing happen before.
It just makes sense the bow and arrow would be together in 9. Don't ask me why. The silver arrow would be with the bow in 9. But
it just makes sense.
I just see that happening.
Level 7 is the oh, look at that. Look at that. But you see, don't forget though that we still have a situation where the silver arrows could be in level 7, and they could be Goma blocked.
Oh, that is ugly. I am willing to bet that's where the bow is right now, in level 9.
I'm still betting on the silver arrows. Or, I mean, I'm still betting on the magic boomerang being in 7. Because
after seeing that door lock there by the Goma, I'm willing to bet. Like again, it could be the magic boomerang there, and if you want the magic boomerang, you're gonna have to fight for it. But
no, but you're probably right in this sense. Remember what I was talking about with the ladder? Sometimes sometimes appearing in a dungeon that has like ladder blocks all over the place.
mm-hmm.
This could be the case with the silver arrows and those Gomas. The Gomas could be telling the player subconsciously that, you know what, you're probably gonna want the bow to be here.
And that is actually making sense too. It suggests that there's two ways to look at it. Either the Goma is saying, look, come back with the bow and kill me. Or the Goma is saying, look, you don't have to be here. Get lost. One of those two is accurate.
At this point in time, both of them could actually be true. But that's just the whole thing. We don't know what.
Yeah, we won't know until we actually see the items visibly. We can just theorize right now as to what we suspect will be the case. We can make guesses. The one thing I do know is if the item is behind that Goma, it is not the bow.
No, that is absolutely true. It cannot be the bow.
That's making level 9 look like a worthwhile gamble right now. As FurySK, by the way, still needs the level 8 Triforce before he can even think about that.
Still can't find it.
He's taking another transport staircase, though. This looks like it might be a new location for him. No bomb holes. So this is a new ground at this point for him. He may have determined this is a stealth staircase, in which case he's going back. Nope, he's just continuing.
Okay,
and Ryan gets the mugging. Decides to give up on the bomb.
Well, yeah, that's probably a wise decision because you're probably going to want to keep some money aside so that you're ready to fight Ganon. But other than that, here, yeah, that's a choke point. That is a Goma choke point.
Yeah, it looks like the bow is definitely in level 9 at this point.
But the question is, are the silvers also in level 9?
Our tracker has already marked the bow as being level 9, so we must have come to that independent conclusion here.
Yeah.
That is the case.
No, the bow cannot be in level 8. Level 8 is the heart container and the magic book.
Just to clarify, if that was a question in the chat saying the bow could be in level 8, the only item locations we do not know are the item in level 7 and the 2 items in level 9. That is all we do not know. We have seen everything else.
Still can't find that Triforce. Imagine if the bow is right here.
That is a push block room. That could be.
And it is, but it's probably going to be transport.
Here we go. What do we have in this staircase? It is an item. It is the bow!
Oh man, I called that quick. That's just ridiculous. The bow is just right.
Now, does he continue to dig, or does he go back to level 7 and verify what is behind the Goma block?
There's no way you're going to stop. You keep going, because every inch that you cover at level 9, even if the silvers are not here, remember, Fury's going to have to do the same thing. So every little inch that you discover, that's going to be more information towards you finding the Ganon and Zelda.
Well, this is where I say it would be a gamble if he were to play level 7 instead. And let's see what's behind that Goma lock he knows is there. The locked shutter doors. So it would be very interesting if a runner were to make that gamble and look for the silver arrows there and actually find them there. The Goma was saying, look, come kill me when you have the bow. Here we have another staircase behind this Patra. Once he gets through this Patra.
It's an expanding Patra too, so those ones are never fun.
Yeah, they're not fun at all. Looks like he got the right bug to keep him from expanding again, so just trying to clip in so he can kill the big bug, and Gonna make sure he kills that big bug so he doesn't have to come through the room again with it alive. And this item is it's a staircase, rather, is a transport staircase.
Yeah, at this point in time, we're going to be seeing lots of staircases.
Yeah, there are 6 transport staircases, therefore 12 transport stairs to find in level 9. So there is only one more item location.
And while Ryan is looking for this staircase, there's another thing that Ryan is going to be doing. They are going to be listening for the roar of Ganon, which is going to, come from either the screen above or below, left or right of the current screen he's on. And the other thing looking for is, oh boy, we got danger noodles, guys. But yeah, anyway, the other thing Ryan is going to be listening for, or should I say looking for, is a shutter door that will not open if all the enemies in the room are defeated.
Now we have switched the audio over to Ryan, which is why you hear the level 9 music right now. We are going to listen ourselves to see if we can deduce where Ganon is as well. 2 locked doors there, so that's
the locked doors
neither, because you don't hear screaming.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Going to be checking the map to see where they are.
He's 3 rows away from the initial row, which he's already cleared the entire column, that one column.
Fury's back in level 7 now.
He is really lost on this one, I think.
Oh, well, okay, no. The good news is that you can clip into that staircase. The bad news is it's hard.
Yeah, you can clip into that staircase if you're willing to take a couple beams to the butt.
Probably gonna take a death here.
Yeah, might even just continue at this point. Or leave and try another path.
Wouldn't it be something if the silver arrows were in that room?
That would be awful.
Oh.
I was just thinking the same thing. That would be awful.
That would not be good.
And we have bunnies in level 9, so at least when he could shoot those bunnies using the bow and arrow if he wishes to, since he has the regular arrows.
Does he have the regular arrows?
Oh, maybe he didn't pick them up. Maybe he doesn't.
No,
I know Fury bought them.
Fury picked them up, that's for sure.
Yeah, Fury bought them.
Yeah, Fury's not having a rough go of things here. And of course, Fury gets the hint that Dodongo's got the boomerang.
Thanks, game.
Oh, I just think Fury is especially nonplussed with that.
He does still need that level 8 Triforce. He has no idea where that is, because he's going for the boomerang, apparently.
Really? Going for the boomerang? I hope he's not, just giving up here.
Is he just going for the sake of burning Lord Banana?
Maybe. Frustrated with this sea, just gonna go, go to town on that thing.
Out of pure frustration, the banana was burned. That will be the story. Oh, hi, Ganon's room, with no Ganon.
Yep, just a bunch of skeletons.
By the way, that was Ganon's room in level 9, so,
Ew, no. That's a shutter door. Hey, here we've got... Anything in here? No. No, ooh, gets it in just in time.
oh my.
This is an easy room, provided you don't get hit.
I don't think we've seen any hints in level 9 yet, either.
We have not.
So this is looking like a level 9 that might be worthy of the moniker the Great Equalizer. Because he's got a fair amount of that level already covered.
Ooh, can go up here.
Yep, he's going up. He's not going to stay in the room with all those blue wizards of death.
Checking. We know we can go left here.
He's been through 26 rooms. I just did the quick count there. 26 rooms he's been through. So that is more than half the level he's cleaned out at this point. And gonna be very, well, almost, well, maybe not more than but definitely around that point.
Here's another room. Oh no, we've got more whiz robes.
He finally decides to drink his Pepsi.
Yeah.
Says, I ain't letting you live.
Come on, you can do this. Gets pushed out. Rejected. But gets in from the other side. Oh,
Transport.
but it's just a staircase.
Was that the one that you thought might be the item before?
Yeah, I think so. Well, actually, no, I don't think so.
I think it was a different one, because there were like 8 in that room.
Yeah. And look, Fury
He found the Triforce!
Yep, Lord Banana must have given him a little luck.
All hail Lord Banana, as it leads to the Triforce. Lord Banana served a worthwhile purpose today. The banana led to a Dorito. Food facts.
Wizrobe's
guard the compass. Probably in that room with the staircase.
Maybe. Hey, we
heard Ganon.
Yeah, we heard Ganon. Ganon has got to be in this room down here. Probably gonna.
I think I hear it masked. That is Ganon down there. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon.
But we don't have the silvers yet. And look
Which means, why did he come down here?
Can't bomb up. Gotta go out.
He could have tested that from the other room, though. I don't know why he went into the Ganon room and basically halted his forward progress.
Well, I don't think Ryan went left yet. Oh look, the silver's color is like elsewhere. It's at level 7. It's at level 7.
Oh my god! It's going locked. Oh my goodness! And Ryan picks up on that immediately. It takes him a second, I think, but he picks up on it.
And you know what?
And he's out of there. He's back to level 7.
This is where that bomb sacrifice came in handy, because he was probably thinking in the back of his mind, if I give up all of my money, then I'm not going to have money to buy arrows.
But knowing exactly where the silver arrows are now, at least a good general reference to them, he's picking up the bow now, or the arrows now. He knows he has to kill that Goma, which means this is kind of along the lines of what we saw back in the Groundhog Day race.
You see what Fury is doing? Fury is going back to level 7. Fury already has those arrows.
Yeah. So this is actually turning out to be a good play for him. He doesn't know it yet. But this is remind me of the Groundhog Day race, because we had a Goma locked a silver arrow in level 6 in the Groundhog Day race that we had in the weekly races here. So this is just bringing back memories of that. I thought it
was a Goma block power bracelet.
Or was it a power bracelet that led to the silvers?
Yeah,
that might be it.
It was all it's also my fault.
Yeah. Did you roll this one too?
Yes, and I also rolled the one last night too. But you know what, though? It doesn't really matter who rolls the seed, because it's, it's all procedurally generated anyway.
Exactly.
It's all for fun. It's all for fun.
Tell that to another community.
Yeah. They have to be careful, though. Superstitions. Superstition's going to be kind of a tough thing, and you don't want people to come to the wrong conclusions. Everything's, should be fair. But anyway.
I'm going to assume the FurySK already found that hint to say, get out of here, and found that very quickly. So this is going to lead to FurySK finding the silvers, possibly before Ryan, possibly after Ryan, we don't know yet.
If Ryan had only just gone left from start, would have gotten that information quickly.
But even if FurySK finds the silvers first, he still has to explore level 9, find Ganon, and also find the girl.
That is true, That's true.
Or whoever he's rescuing, I don't know. There's the silvers!
Oh, and Ryan taking a bop from the Goma.
So that room is the middle of the second column. The fourth one down in the second column is where those silver arrows are located.
But that wasn't too far from the staircase, was it?
No. I don't think it was far from the staircase, no.
But Ryan's not going back in that direction.
This is putting FurySK decidedly ahead at this point, the more he digs level 9. Now, it does take a while it may take a while for him to get to Ganon, of course. We don't know. But if he finds Ganon, I don't think we've seen the girls' room yet. So if he finds Ganon, he's decidedly ahead.
Now, the girls' room could be adjacent to one of those, shutter door
it could be.
Rooms. And with
it was last night.
You might never see it until, you're done.
Yeah, that was the case last night, except there were a couple entrances that the runners never found, so...
Yeah.
And by the way, in that scene, it was literally one square off for both the pig and the girl.
Yeah, the one we had last night, it was 2 squares off, but there was only one way to get in there.
We were looking at different races.
Oh, we definitely were. The one that I called last night, that was a beauty of a race.
It's just ironic. Obviously I would hate to spoil too much. We're not going to spoil who wins any of these races on this broadcast, but what I will say is that the level 9 in that race I called last night was vanilla items too. Vanilla items, and the pig and the girl were 1 square off, so there were a lot of friends going on in that one.
I just look at Ryan's rupee count.
I am noticing 6 rupees.
5.
4. Oh, sorry. 4.
Takes him down. That doesn't leave a lot. Oh,
there's a stair.
You know what? I think we found Zelda on Fury's side.
Let me check the replay. You are correct. That is Zelda's room.
Yeah.
Zelda's room is in the southwest of Skull.
And Ganon's room wasn't too terribly far behind, was it? Maybe from
I think it was a little bit to the north, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah.
North and east of there, I think.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
So, while we're waiting for Fury to find the big pig, let's do our final item rundown.
Sure.
So, in level 1, we had the Any Key, and we had the Step Ladder. Level 2 had Lord Banana. 3 had the Power Bracelet. 4 had the Raft. 5 had the Red Candle. 6 had the Recorder. 7 had the Silver Arrows. 8 had the book and the heart container, and 5 was the red candle, 8 is the heart container. Right. And that leaves level 9 with the scrap metal and the bow. The coast item was the wand, and the Armos item was the red ring.
We seem to have temporarily lost FurySK's connection as well. So
another hint in their own dungeon. I guess that is the best way to stop the players from getting too many leg ups. It's just all the hints in the dungeons. It's like, okay, you want to find the dungeon? Oh, you got to find the dungeon to find the hint to find the dungeon.
So just to answer a question in chat, looks like we may have lost Fury's connection here. I'm not sure what happened here. So we are going to try to get that back as soon as we can. As soon as he has his stream back up, assuming his stream might have gone down. We'll see if we can get that back up. For now, we're going to focus on Ryan, and we'll keep an eye on the channel just in case Fury does finish in the meantime ahead of Ryan. Now, what's interesting is that we know that Ryan does have to be in this dungeon. He's just not in the correct location. It's the second column, fourth room, is where the silver arrows are located.
Took a little bit of a turn.
And we got FurySK back, so he has not yet finished. We'll get those timers synced back up if we can. We may have lost him again. We'll keep the audio on Ryan then. And Ryan does get his silver arrows. So he is going to be going back. He knows where Ganon is. If he can get to Ganon before FurySK does, there's still a chance for Ryan to still win this race. But what we don't know yet is whether he'll find whether he has knowledge of Zelda's room, and I don't think he does yet.
But just look at the health. You know, two heart containers away from max health. You know, this is looking to be like almost the 100% seed.
Pretty close.
Yeah, almost.
Given how the silver arrow was locked behind a bow from level 9, I would say this is pretty much a 100% seed. And no. FurySK finished in the meantime, so we'll say that he's finished now.
Yeah, FurySK is finished in first place with a time of 1:16.26.
So there was your instant GG, everyone. We didn't expect that.
And Super Mario Brothers was, in fact, the recorder theme. I was correct.
You called it, JigglySay. Good job. I was trying to match up, and I couldn't figure that out.
Well, it might be a little hard because, you know, don't forget, you also have the background audio going as well. Plus, it is also a, you know, slight tune, so... And let's see if we can get Fury in the room here.
I never even thought of Super Mario Brothers having a title theme, so...
Well, no, it doesn't have a title theme. It has the, it is the main theme, you know, the world...
Oh, yeah.
The overworld theme, yeah. That's
I hear it now. Okay, I get it now.
Yes, because that's the very first... Because remember, the title screen has no music, so that's literally the first song that you hear.
Yeah, it is.
And here, we've got Fury joining us. GG.
Man, I don't want to talk about that 8.
So let's talk about that 8.
When I realized that the Vyres had Wallmasters in their room about the third time in there, I realized what had happened. I was mad.
You were expecting it to be Goma blocked, weren't you?
Initially thought it was Goma blocked, then thought it wasn't Goma blocked, then thought a pointer that Fred had was broken in 2, so made sure that wasn't the dumb thing.
Ah.
And then went back to 8, and then I figured out, I think it was the third time, might have been the fourth time I was in there.
So wait, you went back into level 2 because you were thinking that the game was messed up?
Well, you're completely bow blocked out of the top half of 7.
Aha.
And I assumed that I was Goma blocked in 8, and that the bow had to be somewhere that I could get to, so...
So that banana pickup, that was completely unrehearsed.
Correct. I just went ahead and picked it up just so I knew that I had that item out of 2 at that point.
Wow. So
and then...
the seed was so bad that it got you to pick up the banana.
Pretty much. But then I made a really good play despite the fact that I didn't go left in the start of 9.
Yeah, no, actually, no, it was going left that led all... Well, going left would have led to the Silver's hint.
Yeah, I went left after I went back in, and I think I tried to fire the arrow back at the old man as I walked through.
Ah.
Just to give you an idea how this race went, by the way, you were way ahead for a while on Triforces. You had, like, I think 5 Triforces, while Ryan only had 1 of them. But then during your dig of level 8, Ryan came back, got his 8th Triforce, made it to level 9 before you found the level 8 Triforce. Dug about a little over half of level 9, found Ganon, went to continue from there, found the Silver's Hint, headed out to level 7. You were both going to level 7 about the same time.
Yeah, then that 9 was a bit of a struggle to find your way to Ganon.
But he, and then you later found that last Triforce piece after you, somewhere in that chain. And I think you had all 8 when you were looking for the, when you were going through 7 with the bow, because you had been to level 9 by that point. So yeah, it was pretty close at that point.
Yep. I have no idea how much anybody saw of the Ganon fight and all that stuff, because
None.
Yeah, my OBS crashed twice in.
Noticed, yeah.
So then I rebooted it the first time, and then I just pressed record after that because I just given up, and it eventually came back after I entered Zelda's room. Like, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, it literally came back for us, and it's like, oh, and Fury is finished with an official. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon on Ryan's side.
Now, does Ryan have any potion left? Because could probably use a good swig of it right now.
Yeah, he probably could use a little. Yeah, he does have one.
Potion off. Yes, gets the potion off.
Now, I did not catch if he saw where the girl's room is or not.
Hi.
He's seen a lot of the level, but I think it was further south of where he is.
I'll give you a hint. If you go one room down, the shutter door will open for him.
Yeah, I thought that was where it was. So you must have heard Ganon from where Zelda's room was located.
I had a good inkling that Ganon was probably going to be northwest or southwest, given that I could climb a little bit upwards in the eastern half of the dungeon. So usually when that happens, you kind of meta where Ganon's going to be, because usually you can't just walk to him. 9s are pretty trolly.
Yeah, 9 can be definitely the great equalizer sometimes, and I almost want to say I kind of played that role today.
Oh, it was gonna be opting to go right here.
Well, he finds some bunnies and decides that's not it, so he goes back into the dark, and he's going through the southern door. And there will be the shutter door that opens. And ladies and gentlemen, in a dark room, in the dark, Ryan has found the trigger for Zelda. And finishes with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 52 seconds. 6.5 minutes behind.
Yep. GG.
Get your GGs in chat. And, sorry, go ahead with what you were asking. I'll see if we can
I was going to say, you know, I've heard of Zelda After Dark, but that's a little ridiculous. And let's see if we can get Ryin7 into chat.
And we are joined by Ryan. GG. I think we're joined by Ryan.
Yeah, we are. GG.
Hello, GG.
Yep, GG.
Oh, man.
You have no idea how close this ended up being.
Oh, man. Jeez. If I just would have went left in the first room at 9,
Yeah.
I could have saved quite a bit, but I still would have had to search around for Ganon.
But I will say one thing, though. Your decision to sacrifice the bombs instead of the money, I think that was probably the play that probably got you a little, it probably got you a lot further along ahead than you could have, because that money ended up being absolutely necessary.
Yeah, so the first one I sacrificed the money, and the second one I think I would have had like $2, or I'm sorry, 2 rupees left, so I took the bombs. But the arrows being in Vanilla 2, I actually never checked that place until I left 5 and realized the silver arrows were in 7, or left 9, and that happened to be the rare shop. Because I was just thinking to myself, when I left 7 and it was Goma blocked, I was like, you know what, I haven't seen an arrow shop yet.
Well, that was still an impressive game.
That kind of shows you how trolly these seeds can get sometimes, too. You had to get all 8 Triforces and buy the arrows, get the bow out of level 9, and then go get the silver arrows out of level 7. That just shows how bad this can get sometimes.
Yeah, that was that was a little ridiculous, but it happens.
And I was saying on the cast, it gave me flashbacks of the Groundhog Day race too, where we had the level 6 had a Goma lock that led to a Go mode, and no one did that in the 45 in either of the 3 day any of the 3 days. It took us past 2:15. I remember to finish that.
Wow. So GG Fury. I don't know if you're in there.
So remind me, because neither of us was 100% sure when we started. Did you both win last week? Or?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you were both 1-0 coming into this, and that means Fury, you're now 2-0. How do you feel going into week 3?
Well, I certainly won't lose to a Wall Master. The joke there for Ryan is that I couldn't get my 8th Triforce for about 30 minutes after my 7th Triforce because I couldn't figure out which room in 8 wasn't going to block that. But yeah, I don't know. Just bring anybody on, really. It's Swiss. Everybody in this swordless tournament makes it through Swiss and gets to brackets, so it's really just
practice.
Play your game and play your game, have a little bit of fun, get ready for some awful flags that are going to just destroy us.
Ooh.
Yeah,
what are the
much.
flags? What are the flags going to be for the bracket? Or I guess we should wait until that gets revealed.
Yeah, they'll be a couple weeks away. We'll start to reveal it probably as we get closer, but the flags just increase in difficulty. You lose the bomb upgrades, and that kind of hurts a little.
Ouch.
The overworld ones.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was actually thinking when talking with Cyclone is if the the overworld bomb upgrades get shuffled into the item pool, or at least the white sword item, why not just get rid of all the bomb upgrades and just make them all free-floating items? 2 each, just have 4 of them around. Well.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I couldn't get either bomb upgrade, and I think I easily could have on the magic sword.
I'm just sad that level 5 had both the bomb upgrades, and I was so poor at that point I couldn't get either.
It was a poverty seed. We had the small secret was good at 15, but there's only I think 3 of those, plus they're small. What was the medium? Something like
medium. The small was 18, the medium was 27, and the large was 97.
Yeah, I thought it was 95 for the large again, but either way, they were both smaller than is ideal. And this was pretty much through and through a poverty seed. Plus, you had to buy those arrows just to get to level 9, just to get to the silver arrows to finish level 9. So A poverty seed, unrequired purchases. Ugh.
Yeah, but at least it gave you the any key and gave you red ring pretty much free. And if you
Yeah,
got the
give you
ladder,
pretty much ladder, any key, wand, and red ring free. It's
Yeah,
just
you had a
kind
free
of
wand, correct?
the rest of it. Searching for that bow and arrow was, the thing.
Yeah, how about that bow and 9?
Yeah, it was-
at least it wasn't deep.
That's true. Things could have been a lot worse. And we never did find your favorite boomerang.
Well, I can certainly tell you where it was because I got everything else.
Hmm.
Yeah, we know it was a level 9. We
it
have
was a
all
9,
the
yeah,
items.
definitely.
Actually, we didn't even. Actually, I think our corner trackers mismarked. The silvers were in 7. The scrap metal was a 9. That was actually just being corrected as I was saying that, actually. But yeah, so we know that where all the items were located, including the heart container, the book, and the any key, where they all were as well. So.
Yeah, after I purchased arrows, I think I had 1 or 2 rupees, and holy moly, that Goma, I had to refarm money twice for level 7 Goma.
I think I picked up wood arrows at like 25 minutes, just kind of routing back through that area. And I only had like 4 arrows left, but by the time I kind of went up towards level 8 to try and find the 8th Triforce, I think I was back up to like 90, so somewhere along the way, I guess I happened into some money or I farmed enough stuff. I was clearing rooms in 8 times.
Yeah, towards the end, after I got the bow at a 9, I had to go back to, I bought the arrows and went back to 7, and I think I had 4 rupees, and I think I hit them twice and missed twice, so I had to go find money, then go back, and then I hit them once, and I think I missed 3 times or something. I had to go get money again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So, Ryan, you're going down to the 1-on-1 group. Is there anyone in the 1-on-1 group you really don't want to face off against?
I don't know. I don't even know who's in there. Like Fury said, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but it
Yeah, it kind of does for seeding
kind of
purposes,
practice
but
and have fun, and just kind of take what the seed throws at you.
any last thoughts you guys have on either the seed or the tournament, whatever you want to throw out there?
Not really. Just going to kind of look forward to the last match on the dock tonight.
Yep.
Practice, maybe.
Indeed. And just to talk about that match, since it was brought up, that we were going to bring that up in a moment as well, but in a couple hours from now, Jay Coper and Putz 12 will be facing off on Speed Gaming 3, actually, is where that's going to be, and that is at 1 a.m. Eastern Time, so that's what is being referred to. If you are watching our VOD list on YouTube, it will be in this playlist, probably underneath this race, and you'll be able to just go right down to that one after this if you'd like to. So that is coming up here live on Speed Gaming 3 later this evening.
I'd just like to say thanks Cyclone, Ellendar, and Jiggly for restreaming and commentary and all that good stuff, and Speed Gaming, and thanks Fury, and good luck.
And thank you for the showing a great race as well. That was a really exciting race in the end, and was really fun to watch and fun to commentate as well. So GG to you, Ryan, and GG also to you, Fury, and congratulations again on the victory.
Yep, thanks everybody.
And make sure to follow both runners as well. We're going to get those links up in chat for you here, so make sure you follow both of the runners. And that they are exactly as you see on the screen. They're exactly what you see there. So you can go to twitch.tv, put a slash, and put the name you see on the screen, and that's where you'll find them streaming on their channels. Whenever they do things outside of race, you'll be able to find them there. Make sure to give them a follow. Also, make sure to follow my co-commentator Jiggly Saint and our tracker as well, who was Elendar001. I'm going to go ahead and cover very quickly some items that are coming up on the speed gaming schedule overall, besides the race coming up this evening. First of all, we have a few more races that are, and we don't know yet if they're going to be on Speed Gaming or on Randomania yet, but I do see among the list we have Ice Blue versus Adaginos, Random Effect versus Liquid Husband, and Zarnax 42 and Dr. J PhD. Those are all three of those at 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. Those are all tomorrow evening at 10 o'clock. And again, if you're on our VOD playlist, they're further down this list. So those are tomorrow, channels not yet assigned. And at 11:30 Eastern Time, we have Roost Slugs versus Dig Shake. That will probably follow one of these other three races on whatever channel that's on. So those are all tomorrow. And we have a couple more races we'll talk about in the coming days as well, between Chest Jerk, Fried Teeth, Sharky, and King Doll, that I believe are the only other races, unless there's any that are not scheduled yet. So those are all coming up in the coming days, and those four especially tomorrow. Meanwhile, on Speed Gaming itself, we do have other events going on as well. Checking at the evening schedule right now. The evening schedule is showing there's a Zelda 1, Metroid 1 combo randomizer coming up at 11 o'clock. So while you're waiting for the J. Coper Putt Smash, I believe it was, stick around this very channel. You're going to see that coming on in about 20 minutes. And you're going to be able to watch some of that combo randomizer. And then when 1 o'clock rolls around, just top over to Speed Gaming 3. You can watch that at the same time. You can watch both races at once if you want to. So lots of stuff you can watch this evening, and definitely enjoy that. We also have other events going on tomorrow, such as Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer, Link to the Past Randomizer Daily Races at 2 and 9. There's some Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer going on tomorrow as well. It's a special challenge match between Minochi 85 and Edgeworth. I don't know the details of that, but if you tune in to wherever that is at 9 o'clock tomorrow, you can find out more about that if you want to watch that as well. And that's just a sample of what's going on tomorrow. Go to speedgaming.org/schedule for more information on the full schedule. So, Jiggly Saint, any last thoughts you have today?
No. Everything's good.
Making my job easy then here. Perfect. So I want to say again, follow Jiggly Saint, follow Elendar, and Elendar, and also the runners, of course. And follow me if you want to. I'm Cyclone Geo if you want to follow me. Follow also, of course, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6, most importantly. That's where you're going to find all these races. And with that said, I think this is a good point to wrap up. So we're just going to hold the channel online for a minute here while we wait for the time to cross over here. And we're going to get, so we can pull up the next race here without going offline. So when we pull that up, we'll just have a 20-minute break, and we'll be going right into that combo randomizer. So stay tuned for that. Again, I'm Cyclone GU. I'll be joined by Jiggly Saint, who will get the final word. I just want to say to all of you first, thank you for watching, and have a great evening. Jiggly Saint, you get to take us home.
Yep, good night, everybody.